As the weather changes each and every day, our 7-4 Storm Team meteorologists keep you updated on all the latest warnings and storm reports.
That's right, but during severe weather, there's another source that gets the entire warning system going right here in northern Michigan. 7-4's Alyssa Heron joins us live from the National Weather Service forecast office in Gaylord. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Brendan and Melissa. First of all, I just want to say if you guys are out on the roads today, drive safe. On our way here to Gaylord, we drove through Kalkaska and Mansalona, and it was a complete whiteout. But right now, I am joined with meteorologist Jim Kaiser. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Pleasure.
First of all, how many National Weather Service offices are there in Michigan?
There are 4 offices in the state of Michigan. We've got Marquette, which covers most of the UP except for Chippewa and Mackinac County. And then our office in Gaylord covers everything from Sault Ste. Marie, Whitefish Point to Quamanon Falls up there, basically on Whitefish Bay, all the way down toward Gladwin. Then we've got Grand Rapids in the southwest corner of the state and Detroit in the southeast corner.
Wonderful. Now, how many meteorologists are working out of this office, and what is your specific role here? I mean, we see our weather team all the time, but what do you guys specifically work on?
Sure. Well, we have 22 people that work here, but they're not all meteorologists because we have a lot of computers and computers software and things like that that require people that aren't always meteorologists. But we have 17 meteorologists that work here 24/7. So there's at least 2 people in our office all the time. And really, our primary role is safety and preparedness. Really, the same role that the meteorologists at the local television stations would have as well. And we're just there to alert the public when hazardous weather is going to threaten the area. So we're in charge of all the watches and the warnings and the advisories that are issued for northern Michigan.
Absolutely. Now, you guys have a great relationship with our weather team, and how do you specifically work with the media? We'll let our photographer come over and show some of the computers over here.
Yeah, we have a great relationship with the local media, and, obviously sometimes that involves just an email or a phone conversation, but another thing that we do is that we have a chat room that we're ever logged into, once again, 24 hours a day. And this is sort of showing the picture of the chat room right now. And
see Joe
Charlevoix was in there already and making some comments about coffee already for this morning. But
and you brought us some coffee.
Yeah,
thank you.
So we have a great relationship. We exchange information on that. Sometimes, Joe will feed us information about reports that he's receiving and vice versa. And we'll talk about maybe forecast trends and things like that.
Wonderful. And how many... you guys launch weather balloons each day, and you are one of how many people that do this in Michigan?
Well, there's 2 offices in Michigan, Detroit and ourselves, that launch weather balloons, and 60 locations across the country that do it. And we all launch at the same time, even though it's not the same time on the clock because of different time zones. We all basically launch at the same time every single day.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're actually going to be outside and launch one of those weather balloons coming up at 6:30. But for now, I am going to hand it over to meteorologist Joe Charlevoix to give you a look at what the weather is looking like in your area. Joe?
All right, thanks a lot, Alyssa. By the way, I heard Jim brought donuts for the crew, so that's pretty nice.
7-4's Alyssa Heron. She's live at the National Weather Service in Gaylord. There she is right there. She's going to show us how they're keeping track of this winter blast moving into our region, and they're going to release that weather balloon. We're going to be live for that. You do not want to miss it. Stay with us. It's 6:24, and you're watching 7-4 News Today.
Again, 7-4's Alyssa Heron joins us live from the National Weather Service Weather Forecast Office in Gaylord. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Brendan and Melissa. I am back, and this time with meteorologist Dave Lawrence. Thank you for joining us this morning.
My pleasure. Good morning.
Okay, and this time we are outside of the National Weather Service. Tell us what temperature we're feeling right now.
We have currently just hit 0 degrees.
Okay, so it is pretty cold out here. My nose is sniffling, but we have something very cool to show you. So we're going to walk over and tell me what this is.
Well, what we're looking at here is a weather balloon. This is one of the things that we do here at the Weather Service in Gaylord. We launch these twice a day between 7 a.m. or right around 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. And there's 800 other locations in the world doing this right now as we do it.
Very cool. So let's take it outside.
Let's do it.
All righty. Now this goes up twice a day, and this is good in the winter for what versus the summer? You were kind of telling me in the summer it's...
Sure. In the summertime, we're looking for thunderstorm potential, how unstable the atmosphere. In the wintertime, we're looking for how cold it is, which tells us what size snowflakes and how much snow we could get.
Okay, so let's take it right over here to this, and we have a special little, what would this be called? It's like a little box.
This is a radiosonde instrument right here, and all this does is it measures temperature and wind speed and direction and humidity. It tells us those as it goes up. Like I said, it gets to about 110,000 feet before this pops and then falls back to the earth.
Alrighty, so walk me through how we're going to do this.
Sure. Well, we have our balloon. I'm going to go ahead and walk it up. And what you can do is just go ahead and grab a hold of this box right here.
Okay.
If you can hold on to that and the microphone. I'm going to walk this up.
Got
and
it.
then when I give you the signal, we're just going to let it go, and she's going to head south as quick as we can get it.
So do I drop this off at the same time, or you'll tell me when?
I'll tell you when, yep.
Okay,
So here we go. We're going to walk it up.
So it's already going up. It's already pretty high.
Yep, we're going to keep going. And you can see the wind wreaking havoc. This is always part of the fun this time of year. And then if you get ready, on the count of three.
One, two, three.
Off
Woo!
it goes.
Very cool. Okay,
Nice
so
job, very
now,
nice.
thank you. That was awesome. Childhood dream right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now how high is this going to get, and how far do you think this will go?
This particular one will probably make it somewhere down towards central Michigan based on what we see this morning. We've had them as close as Watersland, and we've had some as far away as Pittsburgh before.
Very cool, and it's already sending information back right now, correct?
In real time, correct? Yep, in about 5 minutes, this balloon will be up around 10,000 feet.
Okay, so who sees this information, and does it get archived?
It does. Actually, this information is the backbone of the weather forecasting enterprise. We use this information to have a starting point of what's going on now to forecast what's coming up in the next few days.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for
Thank you very
joining
much.
us on this dark and chilly morning.
It is, yes.
We will put this up on our website, UpNorthLive.com. I'm going to send it over to Joe Charlevoix now to give you a look at what is happening in your area. Joe?
All right, thanks a lot, Alyssa. And you know what's interesting about that? The Gaylord office does release those balloons twice a day. They go up in the air. They do eventually, as you know, they will come down. That box of instruments will come down, but you can, I'll be able to read the data from that balloon that she just sent up in about 2 hours on our computers here in the weather office. Another thing, if you ever find one of these, and people do find these boxes, they actually have little information you can call and you can send it back to the National Weather Service.